Hi, host Eric here.
What
Talking with
about
famous people.
instead
We're
of starting
talking
it
about
over, you?
talking with famous people right now because we've got a full room. We've got Elsie, we've got Susanna, we've got She, we've got Spacey, we've got Taylor, we've got Ace. No, that's not Taylor. That's Audra.
Oh,
We've got
Jesus Christ.
Ace, we've got Nick, we've
Okay.
got Jewel, and of course the bot. Recording the whole thing and putting it on the Raw channel. But additionally, we are also recording this video separately to talk about what to do with this relatively new phenomenon for the channel for the room experience, which is having a room full of people on camera. I was lambasted the other day by Jacob for talking too much and monopolizing time and space and ideas and stuff in these settings. So I want to bounce that as a starting point around for different ways in which we could utilize the space, or ways in which structuring it would be a good thing, or ways in which it would be constricting, or whatever. Who would like to go first? Any volunteers?
I'll go first.
Ace.
You don't do that, I would presume, by the way. But anyway, yeah,
Can
sorry.
you wait your turn
I
now,
mean, I don't.
Mister failed to take a turn and took it anyway?
It's like Duck Duck Goose or
Ace.
something.
My one humble suggestion would be if we were going to discuss a topic, for example, if every Monday night it was discussion night in room 2 or whatever the fuck we came up with, just having a moderator that was the fucking moderator, as in like two people are, even if the whole room is full of people, that person can say shut the fuck up, let this person go. Okay, now you say your piece. Now you say your piece.
Yeah, but what?
Would probably structure a great deal.
How would people
All right,
all of a
hold on. Let's
sudden
go, Nick.
actually
Nick,
listen?
let's treat it like a jury, and let me go around and deal with people one at a time, not get crosstalk. All right, so you're saying it'd be nice to have something scheduled like once a week with a clear-cut moderator who's dictating the course of the action. I
Uh-huh.
will go. I will go counterclockwise. If you want to go next, Nick. If you want to hold off till later, I can go the other direction. All right, Hadra, you go. You ready?
Okay, so whether there should be something to make people be more civil when discussing or something like FE
Do we want to
police.
structure it?
That's not the
Having all these
question. The
people in a
question
room.
is simply here's a this this provides us a great opportunity to do any number of possible things with it. And I mean, we can structure it like symposium. We can structure it like a Q&A. We can structure it like show and tell. We have show and tell. I brought this from home today. It's my pack of cigarettes. I
I
smoked them.
think I think my opinion my thoughts on the general topic I think that we're talking about is that I think it might be cool to have maybe not extremely more structured, but some like ways so that we can come up with like a bank of topics we've collected, and we're like, all right, we're all kind of staring at each other. What's something that we think we would be good to talk about, and about, I don't know, fire up discussions. But as far as moderating discussions themselves, I mean, I think there might be a place for something that formal, but in general, probably not so much. Would be my opinion.
Spacey, you got any thoughts?
Um, um, I guess I kind of like the idea of having a moderator when people are like arguing themselves in circles, and it's just kind of halting any progression in discussion. Um, I don't know about trying to abide by any sort of schedule in such an NTP heavy community. Uh, we can try that. That might be a cool idea. That way, we actually force ourselves to at least do something, at least once a week.
Okay.
Um, have it. I think having a moderator might be a cool idea if we're doing it in a kind of a debate style. If it has to be that way, I think
It doesn't.
if you want it to be a
It
more
doesn't have to be
FE
anything.
friendly environment, then it should be just more of a friendly discussion to begin with. However, that's very disorganized. Um,
Okay.
so I don't know how we solve the problem of disorganization in the discussion of a topic.
Okay.
We can just choose an order, I guess.
Who am I on? She got anything to say about it? I guess not.
She's drunk.
She writes nudity.
I'll see.
No, nothing to add.
Susanna.
I think it sounds awfully structured.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nick?
Maybe if we were going to
Right
do
there.
something organized, pick a topic. And you say
Okay.
something, Eric?
No, I'm sorry.
We
I
haven't
thought
gotten.
you were over too soon, and I had to. It's effy shit. So
We haven't gotten
Yeah.
that far yet, Suzanne.
Yeah, well, how it was suggested sounded awfully structured, but what could be done is to pick a topic ahead of time and give people a chance to know what they're going to talk about, and then just do it like normally, then people will be better prepared.
Nick?
Like, say something.
Yeah, you.
I don't want to be prepared. I want to do things freestyle.
Well, I want to ask you some questions, Eric. What has helped? What has this type of problem arose in the past?
P-style.
No, well,
That's right.
I don't think there's a problem. I think it's a situation that is.
Has this subject matter come up in the past?
I mean,
Definitely
yeah, I
make
guess.
use of our penis.
The thing is, before we ask any more questions, and I do want you to ask me questions, I want to answer them. I want to say this, which is my thinking on it is the big mistake we keep having when we think about this shit is we try to come up with something regular. The regular part is the problem. I think we need to come up with a methodology that's non-regular like this. Instead of saying, "Oh, let's come up with an idea we all agree on" or something like that, let's do only one-offs. So if we come up with an idea for making one video, and we try to execute that one idea, and that's it. Like, we should do like what you said about topics, and we'll come up with a topic. But instead of having something scheduled, say, I'm going to be here at this time on Monday making a video like this. I hope to get other people here too. If you have an idea or something, like if you want my cooperation, if you're like, I want to see you, Eric, make a video that's like this, and I'd be happy to cooperate, obviously. And if you want to do your own thing, that's fine too. Whatever. I think that's the better way for NTPs mostly to structure something. It's more TE actuated. It's like we're saying, I'm going to do actual TE shit, which is we're going to do something of the scope that you can do it as a single unit rather than something expanded beyond that. What do you guys
That
think?
sounds much more realistic.
Besides, that's TE, doing one thing.
I mean, I was thinking maybe a couple of Slack channels. We could have like the requests, channel on Slack where people could say, "Hey, I wish Nick would do a video about this or whatever," and then maybe like a proposal or like Bat Signal channel that says, "Hey, I want to do a topic on this, and I want to do it at this time," and then people can kind of know what's going on, but really loose like that.
That's concrete. Just having a channel there is like, if people use it, they use it. If they don't, they don't. I think the real way to get those things communicated, nobody's going to check a central resource. Is just to, if you actually have the idea, what makes it happen is bringing sufficient impetus behind it to make it happen. So if I go, I'm serious, you guys. Tuesday night we're having a cranberry juice drinking contest, and we're all gonna have as much cranberry juice as possible because I gotta pass the drug test. I thought it'd be fun to have a contest, something like that.
Or if
And I keep talking
or marry
about it,
both
and
of
I'm
those.
like, remember, if I do all the fucking legwork, some people will show up for sure, and I'll be able to make my video, whatever it is.
This is way different than what Jacob was talking about, though. Just so you know.
Oh, about me talking too much.
Yeah. What was the original
Just
conversation?
absolutely, completely different.
The original
Okay.
conversation was
Almost no relation.
it was on one of the videos recently. It's Jacob Shames Eric. The video. It was fine. I mean, I didn't get my. I didn't
Is it
get
what?
like.
It's basically about you hogging the discussion. Am I getting the gist of it?
Yeah, I mean, basically, that and what else did
Okay.
he say? Well, he also said some things that are patently untrue, such as like
I agree. I agree.
like people obey me or something, which is ridiculous.
Well, that's why. That's why.
Well, yeah, he's reading into it a little too
I
much,
used to
but
intervene with you saying ridiculous shit because you didn't know how you're going to be perceived on that shit, and people are going to misunderstand you and what have you.
Nick,
me?
you're evaluating on perceptions. I'm evaluating it on
Oh,
actually which is
right,
right, which is wrong.
whatever.
Okay.
Well, I mean, seriously, it's not like it's about. It's not always about perception. Sometimes you got to just be like, the perception is a
Why
meta
are they
thing.
mutually exclusive?
No, they're not. But the thing is, don't
Okay.
conflate them.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
All right,
Make a
I'm
video,
mediating
goddammit.
this. You guys shut the hell up.
Okay, so I want to also ask you guys. I'm assuming many of you probably don't really watch a lot of videos, but if you do watch some occasionally, the edited videos, I like to watch them, but they don't get more views than other random videos, and they're not necessarily more well received. So I don't understand. What do you guys think about what content plays best to an audience?
Well, I think the issue with that is that the edited videos are geared towards generally people that already watch or at least participate in this. And so, like someone who goes on YouTube and does just a random search for MBTI videos or socionics videos isn't going to stumble across that. It's people who are already your subscribers are going to watch it. But if you have a titled video about INTPs and why they act this way or something, it's going to show up when someone does a search in YouTube, and it's probably going to get more views.
I mean, yeah, that's how I found the channel. Was I was looking up stuff for ENTPs.
Yeah, I've
Me
actually
too.
I've said a similar thing before. Is that we get a lot of our new people who do end up somehow stumbling across a video from this channel on YouTube.
Somehow, some
Just
way, keep
so
coming
people
up
who
with
are
funky ass
searching
shit
for
like every single
MBTI
time.
related stuff or whatever, and that's
Yeah.
how they end up being a member of the community to begin with. So, I mean, that's definitely a really good perspective to keep in mind, I guess. If you're trying to attract traffic, at least.
Who's abusing their keyboard and sounds like Spacey?
It's one of the blankies.
That wasn't you.
Susanna,
Hey,
I
you
am
just
tired
mute
of you
them.
always blaming everything on the black kids. It's not okay.
Yeah, just mute the blank people. It's them. It's the one that's typing right now.
So,
Courtney, I'm putting a video right now of just Courtney explaining why New Age notions of a spiritual understanding of death beyond other than a theist one are fundamentally atheist, which she does a pretty slamming job of it.
Really, I want to see that.
Make sure I get the
I like Courtney.
yeah.
It's my nigga.
She sure is. She sure is. I like Courtney too.
I mean, usually.
But all y'all's my niggas. So.
Courtney makes good. There's a lot of good clips with Courtney in them. And she's interesting because, of course, like in this video, well, she has a way of sounding dumb, even when she's saying something really smart. I think a lot of people are gonna watch this video and they're gonna think,
That's why she's often under.
I can't hear you. Say again. My computer's gonna have problems right now because I'm encoding this video while I'm recording, while I'm on this thing. So it's gonna be a problem. This land is your land. This land is my land. That's what they say.
Eric.
Yes.
You've been killing them late, Elsie. They're nicely stacked. Like very symmetrical.
Of course they are.
Mine would be all. I'd have one in one room, one missing, two of the same kind, which would mean it's a pair, actually. I don't know what I'm saying.
That's right. I can't even tell you that far what's actually going to end up happening to all those ways. Because it's really impossible to predict what might happen to them.
Spacey's right.
What are we predicting about?
And how neatly stacked and organized Elsie's things are.
It's a lie. Those are prop things.
I kind of want to just. Her bed looks very comfortable.
She has all props to make us think that she's got a clean room.
But I'm neurotic enough to look organized. Yeah. Video.
Super stupid video.
I wouldn't want to be sitting through this video right now.
Nope. Me neither. So how are we doing?
All right. But
you've been missing in the mix.
Jules right about getting more hits. So we got to just do shit like that.
Jules right about most things.
Yeah, certain types or certain functions or whatever, and have a really smart sounding discussion about that shit.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, really, MBTI is about learning about yourself. I mean, most people use it as a tool to learn about themselves. So when they do a search for it, they're wanting content that's going to be instructional, really, or educational in that way, you know?
Yeah,
and then hopefully they stick around for the more entertaining stuff. Okay.
And then we get them into the cult.
Yeah. Well, then they were like, they're like, whoa, I can just jump in here. Okay.
And we tell them they have to sacrifice their firstborn.
But then, you get a crown if you do.
Then we make sure they get in a huge fucking argument. And then if they actually come back after that huge argument, then they're part of the cult.
Yeah. Initiation debate.
Yeah. There has to be an initiation drama explosion.
Yeah.
It's not a debate, it's a drama explosion. Pow.
Yeah, you
I
had
remember
a
that like
minor
it was
one.
yesterday, Nick.
Gosh.
Your entrance. And then re-entrance.
And then re-entrance again.
I think that almost has the most views on the entire Raw channel. Like 200 now at least.
It made Jewel cringe, I remember. She was like intermittently coming in like, I want to talk to y'all about this, but I can't.
Well, I was like trying to. That was a rough one. I was like trying to help you out, but I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah.
Well, what was going on?
How can one even explain that, really?
Yeah, you can't.
You're just gonna have to watch it yourself if anyone else can think.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Well, I went through tons and tons of raw footage and made links of all the kinds of different.
Okay, recording video is almost done. It's under 2 minutes. It's a super short video. This thing is now, we're still recording this.
Worst video ever.
Yeah, I don't think it's usable.
I don't think you want to put